Hi guys, I am so excited for this video. This is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently and just something that I've really been wanting to just share and talk about with you guys. And that subject, I'm just gonna get right into it, is being addicted to your phone and specifically being addicted to social media. So I'm just gonna just talk about this. I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't believe that social media is inherently bad, and I know that it can be used in good ways. I know that God has used social media in huge ways in so many people's lives. I mean, if I had never had YouTube, I would have never met my husband. God uses social media in so many ways, and social media can be a good thing, but it can also be a very destructive and bad thing. And I'm going to talk about today some of just the things that I've been learning through it, and through me personally struggling with being addicted to it and being addicted to my phone. So maybe you're watching this video and you know you're addicted. Maybe you are watching it and you don't know that you are. So my question for you, just ask yourself this. How are you feeling right now? Physically, mentally, emotionally. What are you feeling? This video is about 2 minutes long already. Have you already wanted to scroll off and go look at something else, or are you just watching it? What are you feeling and thinking emotionally? Because if you were to ask me just a couple of months ago how I was feeling, here's what I would tell you. Unmotivated, unnecessarily depressed, unable to focus for longer than 30 seconds to a minute, tired, exhausted, irritable, drained. These are just a few things that I was feeling when I was really deeply addicted to my phone. And during this time, my relationship with God was suffering greatly, my relationship with other people. I was too stressed out to focus on things that needed my attention, like cleaning the house. I would go for days without folding a basket of laundry that needed to be done. I couldn't watch a movie with my husband for the whole duration without just picking up my phone every 5 seconds to just check stuff, to check apps, to look at notifications. I couldn't even read my Bible or pray during this time because I couldn't stay focused. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people can really easily relate to. And for me, I'd lay in bed and just scroll and scroll and scroll for hours at a time. And it was because I needed escape from the stresses that I was going through. And I was in a really difficult season, and I needed something to help me escape from just my thoughts. But I didn't realize that my escape was more of a trap than it was anything, and that it was only making how I felt in this season of life worse. And so this went on for months, and my screen time some days would go over 7 hours a day. And this is why I'm working a full-time job. I was working very long days, but I would still manage to somehow be on my phone that much some days. And that was when it was really, really bad. And during this time, I was mentally and emotionally fried on a daily basis. A good portion of that did have to do with what we were going through at that time, and I was just turning to that to help me cope. But when I really didn't need to keep doing that anymore, I just kept up those habits. And that has been a repeated cycle for me for years now. Ever since I got Instagram was when this stuff started. When I started to just be on my phone more and more and more and more. And in today's culture, our minds are programmed to no longer be able to focus any longer than the duration of a reel, or a YouTube short or a TikTok. our minds are programmed for instant gratification, for the next burst of adrenaline. And so we're always in the cycle of just a rush of this and that and this and that. We go from emotion of sadness to watching a reel to happiness to laughing. We go through these emotions that we're not meant to experience in such short burst of time. And instead of having healthy, meaningful conversations with people that we love, we sit together and we text each other when we're in the same room. We're sitting at a table, sending each other reels while we could be having meaningful conversations. Just on our phones the whole time. We can't even do a simple task without having to pick up our phone multiple times. And our lives are simply being scrolled away as we watch other people's lives happen before us. Think of like the duration of your time in a day that you spend watching people do things. Like, you're wasting hours of your life where you could be doing such meaningful things. God created us to live beautiful, purposeful lives, and we were made for so much more. So I say all that to say, recently, like, I finally realized in my own life that this cycle needed to change. Like, there was no doubt about it. Like, I was so disappointed in myself as a Christian, as a wife, as a friend, and I was like, this is going to stop. Like, I cannot keep living this way. And it's been about 2.5 weeks since I started trying to make changes, about 3 almost. And it has not been easy. Like, I'll just tell you that. It has not been easy at all. But the amount of results I have seen from it have been life-changing, and I don't say that lightly. And here's just a few things I've learned so far. I have got so much time that I didn't realize I had. And there's so much things, so many hobbies that I have and talents that I have that I've not used for years. And I used to write and read, play instruments, write songs. I used to do crafts of all kinds. Like, I used to sew, like all these things I used to do. And it just all just went away because I was so focused on my phone that I just forgot about it. And until recently, I hadn't really done anything at all. Here's what's happened. I've been able to read my Bible and pray almost every day without being distracted and feeling like I need to pick up my phone to check it every couple minutes. One day this week, I wrote a song for the first time in years, and I played my guitar for almost an hour. Like, I've been playing my instruments again every day. My body has physically felt better. My brain has been like clear. Like, before, like, it always feels like there's just like a coating over my brain. Until recently, like, my brain feels clear, and I feel like I could talk to you guys and be like, just have so much clarity in my mind. And I've started to like slowly rediscover how beautiful life is, how beautiful life can be if you just pay attention, and how it's not a bad thing to be silent. Like, we have this idea that it's bad for us to not constantly have something going, constantly have something in our ears and through our eyes. Like, there's nothing wrong with just being still. And it's not a bad thing to be silent and to be challenged with your thoughts and questions. And God will speak to you so much if you'll just stop listening to everything else in the world and just listen for his voice. I don't say any of this to brag or like talk about my own accomplishments. I just want to show you that there is so much more to your life than just scrolling. There's so much more to your life than what you're holding in your hand every day. And statistics show that the average American spends 7 hours on their phone a day. There's only 24 hours in a day. 7 hours. That is nearly 9 years of your entire lifetime that you will spend staring at your phone screen. 9 years is 3,287 days and 78,840 hours. Days, hours, and minutes that you could be spending inventing the next amazing design, a cure to cancer, or an entire new language. Or on the more serious side of things, time you could be spending with people you love, like your family, your husband, or your wife. Like, there's so much time. 9 years of your life is going to be most likely wasted on your phone. And this is why our generation, my generation, is failing. And we can never see past today and never get ahead in life. Like, my generation is letting our lives slip right through our fingers. And not only is it possible to change this cycle, to break this, it is necessary if you want to have success in your life. And I'll just share like a couple things that if you notice this is a problem, these things will help you. And I'm not saying that it's a problem for everyone. I know it's not. And I know a lot of people are very wise about their time that they spend on their phones, very wise about what they do with social media, and that is great, and I commend you for that. But the majority of the people that I know don't know that they have a problem with it and don't know that it is such a time waster. So the first two things that I did that helped me, this was probably a little bit before I kind of just cut a lot of stuff out. Start by silencing your notifications on your social media apps. And this includes like the comments, likes, messages. I know a lot of us have friends that we talk to solely on social media. Just give them your phone number and say, hey, I'm gonna be communicating this way for now. Because all those notifications make you pick up your phone constantly and make you get distracted. This is another good tip. If you don't want to delete social media off your phone, just remove the apps from your home screen into your app library. I know that is mainly just an iPhone thing. I'm not sure how to do that on Androids, but if you just remove the apps from your home screen, put it in your app library, the apps are still there, but you're not constantly wanting to check them. So these are just simple starters on how I started this process. I can share more in a future video. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments and I'll talk about this more in depth. And I'll just say, like, it's not going to be an instant change, and it is not going to fix all your focus problems in one day, but it will start making a difference little by little. So that's just what I've been going through right now, what I've been pondering, and I really hope that this just gives you some insight and helps you at least just think a little bit. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I am gonna end the video now. I know it's a lot of information, but I really hope that you guys will at least think about these things and just think about it. That's all I'm saying. So I will see you guys in another video hopefully sometime soon, and thanks so much for watching.